So, I'm gonna show you my friend here, right? We call him Monster, and his flavour is... What is the name of his... I don't know, I just call it the fucking white one. Like, what are you meant to call it? So, I have this connection with Monster, right? And it's like... when I drink this, it's like, oh, this bitch is changing, / she's going through something. Because... And the reason I drank Miss Garlow today, at around... What time is it now? At around 12 in the morning, like, type shit. You know. Yeah, 12. I don't know, the 12 kind of, like, it's fucking light outside, it's morning, you know what I fucking mean, okay? Okay, you know what I mean. Yeah, is because I was crying. I do cry. I do have emotions. And my primary emotions are happiness and sadness. I love that my primary emotions are kind of the polar opposites, but it is what it is. And I was just crying because people are fucking evil. Why are they so mean? Yeah. You know, and now I'm just keep on zoning in what the back of the monster can says, because I probably have ADHD, autism, something along those lines. Hashtag not 100%, but hashtag functioning. Yeah, I'm gonna turn... Yeah, so now I can't focus on the words. I want this to be a bit serious, but I don't want this to be overly serious, and I don't want this to get too much into my trauma and stuff like that, because every video is like, oh yeah, my parents fucked me up, this is what I learned, you know, because I'm a person outside of my trauma. Like, trauma helped shape me into the person I am now, but it's not my whole personality, you know? Like, I'm one cool guy, and I'm cool because of the trauma, but I would have been a cool guy without the trauma. Well, I don't really know the answer to that. I mightn't have been, but I'm gonna pretend I have for what the point I'm trying to get across, you know? And it's like, some people, they're just bad eggs. Some people, they were abused, so they started abusing others. Yeah, some people were just born some sadistic cunts, you know? And then, nature, nurture, whatever the fuck it is, what I do know is, just because you went through some shit, or just because you were biologically born that way, you shouldn't be a cunt. You shouldn't abuse people. Do I feel some sense of pity towards people who got treated so badly that they started treating other people badly? Sure. But does it even justify your actions at all? No. Like, you are a shitty person, you know? And that is probably why you are going to die alone, because most shitty people die alone. And even if you die with people around you, those people, they're just scared into being around you. They don't genuinely want your company, because you are fucking insufferable to be around. There's this whole belief. I don't necessarily believe in karma, and I'm not really one of those people who kind of believe in spiritual and karma and all that. I'm starting to believe in it a bit more now. But would you ever catch me being like, oh my god, I'm sorry I did that, I'm a Libra? No the fuck, you will never hear me say some shit like that. That is just so far removed from the type of person I am. But, what I was trying to say is, the universe doesn't take care of people because they're bad people. It's just, there is always going to be consequences for your actions, you know? Let's say, right, I'm just going to say I'm a horrible person. Let's say I have 3 kids, right? I abuse the shit out of them, I beat the shit out of them, I neglect them, don't feed them, don't give them a horrible life. Do you think the probability of me being fucked into a nursing home where, like, all the nurses abuse the patients and all that, do you think that gets higher? The risk of that gets higher? Of course that the risk is going to get higher. Well, if I love my kids and, you know, make sure they're happy, all that, give them a good start in life, of course I won't be perfect, but hey, I'm going to do the best I can. Yes, of course, they will have a better I have a better chance of ending up having one of them taking care of me, you know? So, like, sure, is there a situation where, like, you've treated your kids like absolute shit, you've abused them, every form of abuse underneath the fucking sun, and they do take care of you, and they do genuinely love you? Yes. But does that become way less likely because you're a fucking abusive piece of shit? Absolutely. You know? Like, there are some cases where people get away with being a horrible person, but in most situations, just because of how people and society runs, they don't really get away with it. You know, they might get away with it legally and stuff like that because the absolute legal system is an absolute fucking joke and the government does not care about you and the legal system is not on your side. But life, if you're a cunt, people aren't likely to help you. And to kind of survive in the world we have, you kind of need people to, like, count on and rely on and shit like that. I think as a society we have this belief that nice people get used. You can be nice and not get used. I think a lot of people mistake niceness for having no backbone. They'll be like, oh, they're so nice, but the reality is that person has probably been abused and they're trying to people please and throw away their own sense of identity by being overly nice and thinking everything you think. Well, is that really niceness? Or is it more them just trying not to get hurt? I don't think that's genuine niceness. Like, genuine kindness is someone who's has their own sense of identity and just cares about you and tries to do nice stuff because they want you to be happy. There's a difference. I think actions and intentions are two very different things. You know, I think some people, they can do bad actions and have good intentions, and some people can do good actions with bad intentions. And I think both matter. Intentions and actions matter more. But, like, to get a grasp of someone's personality, intentions are what matters the most. You know, but I also don't hold the belief that, like, oh, I'm a good person, I just have all bad actions. It's like, that, how the fuck are you, like, are you just like a hidden away good person who just, like, ruins everyone's life around you and is absolutely insufferable to be around, and John, you probably deserve to die alone. You can't really be considered a good person. But then, like, the whole good bad person, I think it gets generalized a lot. Do you know the way this is like a white monster and this is like a black top? It's like people are like, oh, this person treated me badly. They're like this black top. They're evil. They're gonna go to hell. And then other people are like, oh, that person's so nice to me. They did all these. Yeah, they're gonna go to heaven. There's a nice person. But the reality is, sure, like, we all have histories. We all have pasts. The person who could have been really nice to you and did all these kind things for you, they could have been a dickhead in the past, and, you know, like, all their nice behaviours could be masking something very dark within them. And this person here could have just been, like, truly hurt and going through a lot and suicidal, so they treated you badly when they never actually meant it. You know, I think life is so complex, and I think people are so complex, and, like, as people, we try to simplify everything and generalize it and just cut it down. You know? But, like, at the end of the day, like, this shit is so complex. Like, gently, there are so many layers. You know, people are like fucking onions, and I know that's been a weird metaphor, but at the same time, there's just so many layers to them. You know, and some are rotten onions, some are, like, ripe onions, some are undeveloped onions, some are big fucking onions, you know? People are just like onions. Some onions are a lot nicer. Like, some onions add fucking seasoning to your dish and make your dish very enjoyable. Other onions, they're mouldy and they rot all the other food, so now you don't have food and you're gonna starve to death. Just call me a fucking philosopher. Oh my god. Yes, onions. There's actually something seriously wrong with me, but hey, at least I'm a bit creative and expressive and, you know, and I'm aware this is probably slowly killing me on the inside, but I'm already dead inside. Hashtag deep, hashtag emo, hashtag I'm heartbroken. I can't get over him, and I was like 14. Okay, that was a joke, in case any of you take me seriously. Yeah, no, that was a joke. I swear to God it was a joke. Yeah, well, now I'm running the risk of falling back into a caffeine addiction, but I'll make it work. Don't worry. Believe in me. I'm a very trustworthy person, so you just have to believe in me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna say bye-bye, and I'm probably gonna, like, I'm now on my summer, so I'm able to film a lot. So I might be I'll be doing some, like, quick videos like this. I'll be doing some long ones. I might not even upload, like, 2 short videos a day. It depends on how I'm feeling. We'll see. Bye-bye.